Hey over there, Joel Lunchbox.
And Joy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in Sutton, West Virginia. When people think of cryptids, you know, creatures that, do they exist, do they not exist? And West Virginia, everyone thinks of Mothman. He might be king of the West Virginia cryptids, but do you know who is the king of the cryptids in general?
Bigfoot.
Exactly. You figure Bigfoot, known from the Pacific Northwest, same thing, known as skunk apes down in Florida, Yetis in the north. There is a Bigfoot all around the world, some sort of version of Sasquatch. So here in Sutton, they actually have a museum dedicated to Bigfoot. I know, right here, West Virginia, home of Mothman, home of the Flatwoods Monster, but Bigfoot is here too. I'm pretty sure he's called the Old Man in the Mountain in West Virginia.
He's an old man.
I think their Bigfoot in West Virginia is nicer than some of the others. He's more of a friendly Bigfoot.
Like a Harry and the Henderson.
Yeah, something like that. But we never been here before, so we are so happy to check out this museum for the first time, to bring you along to that. If you like this kind of thing, we always appreciate if you like the video. If you haven't done it yet, we're always on adventures looking for oddities, kitsch, weirdness, all across the country. We always appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. Have you ever seen a Bigfoot? You know what they say about a Bigfoot?
Big feet, big heart. Big hugs.
I was gonna say big socks, but same joke, I guess. All right, but it's time to do this. Step right up. Let's go for this ride. Right on the corner of 4th and Main Street in the town of Sutton, next to this really cute antique shop, Mountain Laurel Country Store, and we have our first Bigfoot. He might be a wood cutout, but he's big, he's gnarly. I think he's come here to listen to these guys play music inside the store. Bigfoot, do you have a soft spot in your soul for music? And then right up this ramp, they have an open flag out. That's always a good sign. I do believe. And look, open today. All right, heading on in. Right, we're gonna come in. A painting of Bigfoot. I guess some bells letting us know if Bigfoot walks in. The displays are talking about different versions of Bigfoot. So here we have Yeti and celebrities. Yeti, I feel, is a very popular Bigfoot. But did you know, right there, Jimmy Stewart actually was reputed for smuggling in a Yeti paw out of India in 1959. There's some photos of expeditions, and in 1951 expedition, when Sir Edmund Hillary was climbing Everest, they actually found the footprint of a Yeti, and you can see the size of a human foot and the ice axe next to it. And definitely everyone's favorite abominable snowman, aka Yeti, Bumble. He looks a little more cuddly than this one. Case has a lot of footprints from Bigfoot and also handprints. And you might be saying, that looks like a weird handprint. Well, the reason they said the handprints are this shaped is if Bigfoot walked almost like the way gorillas did, you see they're walking on the knuckles, and that's why his handprint would look like that. We see who donated some of the handprints here, like this one by Kathy Westerman. Another example of a Yeti's handprint. We have adventurer Josh Gates found handprints in Nepal 2007 while filming an episode of his show Destination Truth. And then we have a cast of the handprint next to it. Photos from the New York Post, April 30th, 2019, of a Yeti walking in the snow. And we were saying some of the Bigfoots are more out on the West Coast. Here we have a 1958, a Caterpillar operator, Jerry Crew, made a plaster cast of an enormous footprint, a mysterious creature that seemed interested in his earth-moving operations along Bluff Creek, California. And we have some of those prints. And one of the most iconic ones right there. In the fall of 1967, the discovery of a fresh footprint in Northern California attracted Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin to the Bluff Creek area on October 20th. As they searched the creek beds on horseback, they encountered and briefly captured on film the Bigfoot pictured here. And from some of the footprints from the site where the Patterson-Gimlin photo was taken. They're judging from the way the foot was that Bigfoot actually doesn't have an arch, and he has more of a flat, flexible foot, the way it walks. Joy, you made a friend, Chainsaw Bigfoot. This one has very human face features. Almost has a beard like me.
That's what I'm probably mistaken him for it.
If I had no shirt on, I'm not hairy, you might mistake me for a Bigfoot. If I wasn't 5'9". And for the area that we are, we actually have March 8th, 1919, a wild man in Flatwoods, right here in West Virginia. The account would be an example of a feral human, a person that becomes wild and barbaric because they live in wilderness and isolation. Some skeptics think Bigfoot sightings are actually sightings of feral humans. You're a cat lady, are you a feral human? As soon as we walk in, the wall to the left is all about some of the West Virginia sightings. Like here we have Oil Creek Bigfoot, Braxton County, near the town of Burnsville. Now around the apple tree and shed, I determined this thing is at least 9 foot tall, walking in a stride of at least 5 foot, a step at a time. They have a map with pushpins showing where all the sightings in West Virginia happened. And they actually have a book listing all the sightings and accounts in West Virginia. And if you had some yourself, you could fill out a form and they'd add it to the book. And there's what I was talking about. Old Man of the Mountain, the West Virginia Bigfoot. I said he was friendly. You said, was he like him? There it is. Harry and the Hendersons. And we have some more prints, but these ones are found here in West Virginia. We can see a human print for comparison. This was found near the town of Mannington. Here's one from the town of Randolph. We have a bunch of different molds are made. Oh, this is interesting. They actually have photos showing mixing the plaster, pouring it in the footprint, and making the actual mold of the footprint. And I was saying Bigfoot, king of the cryptids. Here we can see where he's seen. The Bigfoot or Sasquatch in the United States, some in Brazil, some in Africa, Asia, the Yeti of the Himalayas, one in Japan, even Australia. I'm sure they also hang out in Antarctica, just scientists haven't seen them. They're really furry Yetis. And this is interesting. As of 2012, it looks like New York is also a hotbed for Bigfoot. No, I'm definitely not a Bigfoot. Big hairy head, no, I'm balding. Mean mug expression, sometimes. I got the broad shoulders. I got the big hairy chest. I even have the massive hairy thighs. I don't have the hairy hands or the hairy feet though. For size comparison, we have different primates starting from a chimp on the right, going up to an orangutan, gorilla, human, and then a Bigfoot. You can see how much more massive a Bigfoot is than a human. And talking about the size of primates, we have different skulls to show it. We have an orangutan skull next to a mountain gorilla skull, next to Gigantopithecus, a giant primate. And now he's known today as Bigfoot that existed in China over 500,000 years ago. In this case, on top of having footprints, we actually have a hair sample. They said they tested the DNA and it came back unknown. Unknown animal is 97.35 human, but not compatible with orangutan, chimpanzee, or gorilla. I have another chainsaw carved Sasquatch. The sunken in eyes really give it expression, and the bushy eyebrows, sort of like that. When we move, it's almost like he's always looking at us. Can you find the one Bigfoot hidden in the mural? I didn't see him at first, but then Joy went, how can't you see him? He's hiding right here behind the tree. Didn't see him. That's why I never seen a Bigfoot before.
I'd be able to spot it.
Buddy, have you seen a Bigfoot here today? I'm looking for one. If you do, just let me know. You're silent type, I see. Strong and silent type. For a man named Daniel Boone Smith, a mountain man from the northern part of West Virginia. He has been researching Bigfoot creatures for close to 50 years. Photo of him. And then we have some more footprints. I don't want to assume anything, but I would figure from the photo of him and that these would have been some of the footprints that he collected. Another full-time Bigfoot researcher. We have a Bigfoot footprint and a juvenile Bigfoot footprint. And in the museum we actually have a full library if you want to do some more research on your own. Have a little fireplace and tons of books. Ooh, Legend of the Boggy Creek. We have some movie posters. Really cool art here. We have gemstoned Bigfoot. I like up top, it's a Bigfoot in the footprint. Another one of him walking, the man in the distance on horseback. Theming's on point when even the throws in the library had Bigfoot on it. A whole case on the Legend of Boggy Creek. That's in Fork, Arkansas. Hotbed for Bigfoot. Known there as the Fork Monster. Can you imagine though that there's actually this many books on Bigfoot?
It's up there too. Crazy.
Yeah. Wrapping this whole room. Bigfoot books.
What are you doing?
I'm doing my research. We're gonna go squashing later.
Uh-huh.
I learned Bigfoot is a jerk. It's just from the title. I don't know. He looks pretty cool to me.
You got all your info?
It's all in here now. Another painting. Can you find the Bigfoot? Oh, I see him. This one I'm not going to ruin for you at home. Do you see him? Does he think we can't see him behind the lamp and the fig tree? I'll just let him think we don't see him. He looks happy. He thinks we don't see him. He's hiding. Hee hee hee. They don't see me. Hee hee hee. Do you know how you could tell that this is a true roadside attraction?
Because we exit through the gift shop.
Yes, we do. There they all are. The cryptids of West Virginia. Bigfoot, Flatwood Monster, Mothman. And I like their Mothmans. Very bird-like. He was more described as a bird, just what an artist later depicted him as more of a moth. Good merch. Flag saying believe with Bigfoot and a UFO. Kids always have the best t-shirts. They have some cute little magnets, but nothing beats Bigfoot walking a dog on a leash. Mothman Bigfoot Museum stickers. Look at this. Bigfoot magnets. Bird houses. You might want to say you identify as a Bigfoot. Patches. Good merch. I'm not saying I'm Bigfoot. I'm just saying no one has ever seen me and Bigfoot in a room together. It's true. Can't go wrong. Live, laugh, lurk. Bigfoot soaps. They look like big feet and also mountains with him on it and footprints with him on it. We have another mural with 2 Bigfoots.
One.
Okay. That's funny. That's not the first one I saw. I already saw the other one first. Yes, you got them.
I'm a hunter.
You're good at finding the Bigfoot. We hunt with cameras. Some Bigfoot novelty items. We have the Bigfoot giant pen. I like the Bigfoot toothbrush. If you want to trick all your friends, you could go actually get some Bigfoot slippers and make your own footprints in the mud. And after we just exited through Mountain Laurel Country Gifts, I learned we enter the museum from here, but you can enter the museum from the gift shop. And just a way to see, you could follow the Bigfoot footprints into the gift shop. So there you have it, the West Virginia Bigfoot Museum. We came, we squashed.
We hunted.
We did. It's a cute little museum. He's spying on me over my shoulder.
Ooh.
I love when towns embrace cryptids and educate on weird, odd things. And that was definitely right up my alley. Lots and lots. I didn't know what to expect. I guess there's not that much evidence, so there was tons and tons of handprints.
And footprints.
And footprints. But it was a cute museum. I like the library section.
Oh my god, the leopard section was so cute. And their merch is on point.
Yeah, I would never realize there was that many books on Bigfoot. I personally am a Bumble fan. I like the idea of Yetis. I want to play in the snow with a Bigfoot.
Well, the happy kind, the Bumble kind.
I always want to get myself a Civil War tooth key just to be safe to protect me in case the Yeti has a problem that I could help him with.
Well, you learned that from the elf.
I know. I think we call it though.
I think so.
Bigfoot, West Virginia Bigfoot Museum. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels
Goody.
and live life. More elusive than any cryptid. Payphone?
Oh god. Is it working? That's even better if it would be.
No dial tone. No dial tone, but when I hit buttons,
It actually...
buttons make sounds.